Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you are all having a great day as usual. To start things off, for some reason the market has dropped for no reason at all. Things are not looking good at all for the price of Bitcoin as of right now. Although it is unclear where this sudden bearish pressure is coming from, the price is getting battered quite badly. Thanks to a 6% decline in the past few hours, the Bitcoin price has dropped below $9,000 and is seemingly headed to $8,500 or potentially even lower. This latest Bitcoin price drop comes in the form of another 6% decline. Even though the momentum looked fairly positive this morning, something has triggered a massive sell-off. The reason behind this unexpected momentum remains unclear to everyone, as there is no reason for the Bitcoin price to go through such rough patches at this stage. Global interest in Bitcoin has soared for several months now, and the overall interest in the world's leading cryptocurrency hasn't diminished in the slightest. Even so, we are now looking at a Bitcoin price of around $8,700, give or take. It seems unlikely this level will be maintained for the near future, as there is so much pressure to grind the Bitcoin price into the dirt. If this momentum is sustained, the upcoming value of Bitcoin may not even be above $8,000. That would be another big setback for the cryptocurrency's users, although it won't matter all that much for those who are in it for the long haul. Now, here is where I talk a bit. I woke up this morning. The price was, I believe, above 9,100, 200, something like that. It was somewhere around there. And I just checked before making this video and saw that the price had gone down. And I was like, why had the price gone down? I checked news on Google and every other place that I possibly could. Over the last 3 to 5, 7 hours, I was looking for news around that time frame. Not one negative bit of news has come out at all about any coin. There's only news about upgrades and good things and acceptance and countries talking about integration of cryptocurrencies and what they plan on doing with blockchain. Like, it's kind of odd, and I'm going to tell you what I think it is. Tell me if you disagree, please, because I love hearing what you guys think as well. We are getting very close to consensus, and consensus historically in the cryptocurrency market has been a time where the price of all cryptocurrencies shoot up simply because of the amount of hype and the amount of demand that comes from this gigantic meeting of the minds in the cryptocurrency space. So, on the same topic, we also know that a large amount of people control Bitcoin or have a large amount of Bitcoin, and they are able to do with the price as they wish on certain occasions. It seems like, or would seem like, that the price is being pushed down in anticipation for the price to go up, because maybe if the price goes up too much, this could also trigger another type of sell-off, because a lot of people believe that the market has gotten too hot. It has been estimated by a lot of people in the market. We had news a couple of days ago where someone said that they believed that May would be the last time that Bitcoin was ever under $10,000 again. So this could be happening because people are pushing the price lower in order to pick up more, or they're pushing it down because when we do get that huge spike up, they don't want another huge sell-off to be triggered. Like I said, it's very, very odd. I'm going to show you exactly what the prices are right now. Bitcoin is down 6, but you know, when the number one coin goes down, every other coin gets pushed down a lot further. A lot of coins are down by 14%, 16%. Over and over again. Tether's the only one that doesn't, ever really particularly move. 17%, 16%, 17%. There's no negative news at all. None, zero, unless something has happened in some country that we are unaware of and will not get news of until the next 6, 7, 8 hours as it passes through news outlets. Nothing negative has happened. This is just what I think is kind of going on. I believe that this sell-off is planned in anticipation for consensus. There's a lot of news coming out about consensus, a lot of rumors about coins coming out talking about new updates and where they think the cryptocurrency market will be headed. And like I said before, historically, prices of cryptocurrencies have gone up, especially of Bitcoin, have risen between 60 to 70% during the time that the consensus meeting has been going on. So if we were at 10,000 and the price happened to go up another, 70, 80%, and we got near 20,000, we would push over 20,000. And this may, like I said, cause some type of sell-off in the market to happen as the market has gotten too hot, whatever you want to call it. Nothing's wrong with the market as far as any type of news. So I think this is something that's kind of coordinated, but who knows for sure because I'm not one of the people pulling the strings. Finally, continuing on, we have some news about Bitcoin. Developers hoping to bring a higher level of transaction anonymity to the Bitcoin blockchain have built a prototype for their Dandelion privacy project. The test, according to an email sent to the Bitcoin development team on Thursday, comes after the team behind the project added more theoretical analysis in a bid to address concerns that the initial Dandelion proposal may be exposed to de-anonymization attack. A variety of projects have focused on this question with the Bitcoin network, all of which seek to improve privacy for users of the public and pseudo-anonymous blockchain. As previously reported by CoinDesk, the Dandelion Bitcoin Improvement Project, the BIP, was first published in June of last year, backed by Zcash advisor and University of Illinois assistant professor Andrew Miller and several other faculty members and students from the school. The proposal initially aimed to introduce a two-phase route for Bitcoin transactions: the stem, which is the transaction itself, and fluff, which is an obfuscation phase that would eventually obscure the original IP address of a Bitcoin sender. However, following the proposal's publication, Bitcoin Core developer Greg Maxwell pointed out that the tech may run into de-anonymization over time, which means attackers will still be able to identify the origin by cross-checking transaction patterns. This has been in the Bitcoin discussion world for quite some time now. We've seen a lot of other privacy coins pretty much take off. When Bitcoin was first introduced to the world, it was something that was, even they had it on their website, it was an anonymous peer-to-peer so-and-so payment system no one would know about. And we have realized that, I believe the FBI, I forget, remember exactly who it was, we pretty much know that they can track Bitcoin transactions. These are not anonymous in any way at all. And it seems like a lot of people who are developing Bitcoin are trying to change that. Not exactly sure if or when this will actually happen, but I think we may see a shift in what people end up talking about with Bitcoin as time goes along, simply because you may have realized, as the government has announced that they can then track Bitcoin transactions, there's been a huge uptick in the amount of people in Wall Street who now love Bitcoin, who are now talking about it, and governments themselves have come forward and they have shunned Zcash, Dash, and Monero by name. It's important to keep in your mind when a country talks about something by name, it's probably because they are trying to attack it directly. And it's simply because these coins are private. People use them on what they call the dark web or for illicit activities. Not all the time, but if Bitcoin somehow makes itself private once again, or fully private in the future, you may see a shift in the public attitude or what they want people to think about Bitcoin, because they may try to demonize it once again. This is just what I feel about it. Myself, I hope that they do end up making Bitcoin private and or more private, because I like the original idea of it, being able to control your own money without other people being able to control it for you or knowing what you're spending your money on. I think it's important to have this level of anonymity when it comes to our own personal lives, not to spend too much time on this. Continuing on, China is in the news. A state-owned scientific institution overseen by China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology, the MIIT, has announced that it will produce monthly assessment of blockchain projects. Revealed during a seminar on Friday, hosted by the China Electric Information Industry Development, the CCID, the initiative will see the development of an independent rating system, much like a Moody's or S&P 500 for the blockchain space. Dubbed the Global Public Chain Assessment Index, the system will initially focus on 28 major blockchain projects, looking at their technological capabilities and use cases. Established in 1995, CCID is the designated scientific research institute for the MIIT and is responsible for technology, research and development, policy making, as well as software testing for a variety of sectors. In August of 2017, the CCID launched a dedicated blockchain research arm based in China's Qingdao City, which will be the main entity to carry out the blockchain assessment work moving forward. A detailed report for the first round of evaluation will be released in the following days. In days following Friday's seminar, officials have said. I am optimistically pessimistic about this. China has thrown dirt, that's a nice way of saying it, on the cryptocurrency space, especially on blockchain, especially on many cryptocurrencies out there. I believe it's banned or not banned. I'm not exactly sure what they are still doing. I know that there's talk about NEO being a major coin simply because it is heavily centralized, and they've had talks with the Chinese government before about exactly integrations and stuff like that, and trying to propel the NEO network going forward. So it seems they are into certain coins, but only coins that they can control, not getting into politics. So it will be interesting to see exactly which blockchains or which projects they're going to be looking into, or trying to see the beneficial effects for their country or whatever they are planning on doing. Like I said, bit of optimism. Maybe they will loosen the grip as time goes on. We'll see. It's a very interesting space to be in. Moving to Ukraine. Ukraine may begin formal procedures for legalizing cryptocurrency after its securities chief said the world had already crossed the point of no return. In a speech to the International Organization of Securities Commission, the IOSCO, on May 8th, Timur Kromayev, chairman of Ukraine's National Securities and Stock Market Commission, the NSSMC, and head of the Committee of Development Strategy and Economic Analysis of Stock Market, that's such a title, said cryptocurrency will become an indispensable part of economic and financial relations. The point of no return is already in the past. Financial regulators need to address issues, cryptocurrency's status, activity, and its consequences when creative, adaptive, and legal normative declarations, he said, summarizing his words on Facebook. This was also spoken about by someone else. I can't remember the other head of government's name in some other country. They said they literally believe that we have gotten to a point of no return. And if you watch the news, if you watch my videos, if you look at any other videos, if you read any type of crypto news, going to CNN, CNBC, Forbes, Bloomberg, anything about finance, cryptocurrencies are now a major part of finance. The way that they're spoken about, the way that, think of the amount of wealthy families who are into this, the amount of pushing that people are doing to get ETFs and all these other things introduced into the financial world. It's pretty clear that cryptocurrencies will be around for a very long time. I'm not sure if the coins that we have now will still be around in around 20 years. Who knows? Someone might make a Bitcoin 8.0 that does this and has computer legs, whatever. I don't really know, whatever. But it's fairly clear that this is a huge part of finance, and this will only continue to be this way. And I think this is what's frustrating a lot of people, is that we need proper clarification on where our market is in the world, because it's kind of confusing a lot of people who don't know what kind of taxes they have to pay, where they have to go, what they have to do, who they even have to answer to when they are cashing out and or buying cryptocurrencies. And like I said, 2 years, and I think we should have proper clarification is that woman holding a bird? Proper clarification on this market. But I'm glad that higher ups in certain countries are talking about this now, because they are also realizing exactly what has to happen. She's actually holding a bird. What actually has to happen in the cryptocurrency space. Last up, Robinhood is once again in the news. US-based mobile stock trading app Robinhood has announced a $363 million Series D funding round that it says will help the firm expand to become possibly the largest cryptocurrency platform. Let's see. According to a statement published on Thursday, the funding round values the firm at $5.6 billion and was led by DST Global, with Iconic, Capital G, Sequoia Capital, and KPCB also participating. With its coffers now full, the firm says it is now looking to expand its cryptocurrency trading service, which is currently available in 10 US states as opposed to all 50, to eventually cover the whole country as soon as it receives the necessary licenses. In an interview with Fortune, Robinhood's co-founder and CEO Baiju Bhatt said he expects that to happen by the close of 2018. In its announcement, the firm said the new funds will be spent on public product expansion, infrastructure, and operations, and growing its team. Following that, Bot said he expects Robinhood to be either the largest or one of the largest cryptocurrency platforms out there by the end of 2018. Let's see. They have taken I think they've taken their time when it comes to their expansion. Maybe they're doing everything as correct as possible. Maybe they're trying to, because Coinbase kind of launched all over the place. So maybe they're trying to make sure that they are completely legal in every single state before getting into any type of major movements. We'll see exactly what happens. A lot of people have come forward and said that I think you only physically hold your Bitcoin and Ethereum on the platform, and other coins that they do have, I think they're contracts or something like that. I haven't used Robinhood. I was very excited for the platform to launch because it was another major company that was coming forward talking about they planned on dealing in cryptocurrencies. But a lot of people have expressed their disinterest in the platform simply because it's only available 10 states out of 50, and they haven't moved on to Canada. They haven't moved on to the UK. They haven't really expanded all across the world. So let's see if they can do it within the next 8 months or so. Let's see exactly how far they can stretch out their platform. All right, everyone, that is definitely going to do it for this video. The prices are still going down. None of this makes a lot of sense. Like I said, maybe it's something that we just haven't heard of. Maybe there's some sort of news that has come out that we are just simply unaware of. But I don't think anything could be that substantial outside of a country banning cryptocurrencies, like a major country banning them, that we would see this type of price drop. But who knows? If I find any news about it, I will definitely pass it on to you guys. Thank you once again for watching. Hope you guys have a great day wherever you are, wherever you might be. I know the prices are going down, but I'm pretty sure eventually they will probably go back up in the coming weeks. Thank you once again, and I will talk to you all soon. See you.